Alright, hello. I would have loved to have gone on earlier, but I was busy catching up on cleaning up my dailies for all my other gachas. Cause, like, 3 games had the update on the same day, so I had to grind a lot. But we're done. Or I say we're done, but we're here to check out another update, so yay. Also realized, fuck, I realized I forgot to do another daily for a different game. Whatever, I can do it afterwards. Screw it. Update cubed, yes, indeed. So yeah. So I was debating, do I actually want to pull for Sushang? And I decided, um,
この機会にこれから何をするか考えてみよう。
I decided that
うん、
this is a
計
good
画があ
time
れば仕
to
事の効率も
quote
上がる
unquote
よ。
test something, even though people have probably already done the math. I'm gonna be stubborn and do it my own way. So, as you may or may not know, Honkai Impact updates are a lot longer now. They are now 9 weeks. I had to quick math there. I was like, bro, it's like, what does 7 go into 62? But yeah, 9 weeks now. So that means, technically, more time to save. And because of that, I want to see if it's more possible for a player like me who spends a little, well, quote unquote a little anyways, can still afford to get a Valk every single patch. So, we're starting the trend now with Sushang. Well, comparing a little compared to you, yeah, it's definitely a lot. But compared to the whole world, not worldwide, but compared to everyone else, I'm definitely on the lower end. I'm probably like the 25th percentile. So in preparation of that, I decided to track down 3 main numbers. The amount of crystals I started the patch with. Technically I started with less, but because the update I claimed a bunch of stuff, so it technically is higher. So we have this many crystals, as well as this many battle supply cards, and this many equipment cards. Obviously there's a bit of a buffer because we just came out of the 8th anniversary, so you know. But yeah. Anyways, I guess before we even get right into the polling, little bit of history. Well, how much do you even have, TD? I feel like you've probably told me recently, but I gotta ask again. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting that when you tab out Honkai Impact, it mutes the sound, so just dead to patch. Okay, but anyways, history with not specifically Sushang, but more specifically with her character archetype. Now, she is a S rank. Well, S rank doesn't matter. The 2 main things to note about this version of Sushang that is very important. First off, she is a bio character. In the history of Honkai Impact, as far as I'm aware of, and not even in the history of Honkai Impact, like even from when I started playing, which was like already pretty much halfway through the game's current age, bio characters are a lot more rare. But that's kind of okay because their weathers, that means their weathers don't show up as much. So not having the bio advantage is not as painful. But when they do, they suck. So, the last time where they released a bio character was Phoenix Fuhua, Funhong of Vicissitude, which was the patch right before Part 2 dropped. As amazing and cool as she was, because Part 2 was introducing so much new stuff, I had to skip her, and it definitely hurt a bit. Not too much, but it definitely hurt. The second, and arguably most important thing, is her trait of being a bleed character. Now, in the past, there's a bunch of debuffs and like stuff that characters can apply that are kind of with the kit, and it wasn't like the most focused stuff. So kind of like how ZZZ has their anomalies. Honkai Impact has 5 main debuffs. I'll call them debuffs. Fire has Ignite. Ice has Freeze. Lightning has... I was supposed to call it Shock. The Shock? I don't know if it's actually called Shock. I'm like brain farting. It's either Shock or Lightning Trauma, but whatever. I think it's Lightning Trauma, but Shock is easier to... You apply Lightning Trauma and it induces Shock. That's how it's worded. Okay. Yeah, you apply the trauma of the element and then it leads to whatever the thing is. So Shock, Freeze, and I think it's still called Ignite. Okay, but yeah. Anyways. Or Paralyzed. Yeah, Paralyzed. Paralyzed is probably it. Yeah, Paralyzed. Okay. And then Physical has 2 of them. They have Stun and they have Bleed. Over the past few years, those debuffs have become a bit more relevant to the point where sometimes a character is more known for the debuff than whatever their typing is. The most recent one I can think of is... Well, I don't know if I would say the focus is that, but the most infamous character in history that I can think of is Susana. Is it Susana or Sushana? It's Susana, I think. And I know we just saw her recently too, so I don't know why I'm butchering her name. But she is a quantum character, but she was a bleed quantum character, which was her main selling point. And the issue with that was she was the new patch Valk after Part 1 ended, which featured the Hersher trio. So as you can guess, they sucked our crystals dry. And because she was a SP Valk, people were like, okay, we can afford to quote-unquote skip her, or the people that were fortunate enough were able to get her stuff for cheap. Unfortunately, I was the former, and I decided to skip her. And oh boy, was it horrendous. Not only did she have so much relevance, or she was a strong quantum character, because I did not have quantum characters back then, so that part definitely sucked. But Bleed was such a mainstay as like the 5th element, as people called it or something. Yeah, they called Bleed the 5th element. That whenever Bleed showed up, it was us on the chopping block. And so that pretty much continued until Crimson Val Luna came out. She was lightning. She applied Paralyze, but her main source of damage was Bleed. So thankfully she came around. We were able to brute force some Bleed wearers, but obviously, of course, the Bleed wearers that featured quantum characters, Susana would still do better, and so Luna was the next best thing. And so now we have another Bleed character, and even though it technically only happened once in history, once is enough to scare a lot of people, including me. So I am pulling for Sushang. But yeah. And hopefully that stays true to its word, that Bleed will continue to kick my butt, but now that I have Sushang, or well, I will get Sushang, that she will be easier to help manage and tide me over, and I won't be as hard pressed to fear Bleed anymore. So, let's see. Of course, no one on the A rank matters anymore for me, so at this point it's just, how soon can I get Sushang and her pet chicken? Okay, so obviously the sooner the better. But yeah. Okay, for your position, you don't have enough to guaranteed things. So I would just hold and save. Also considering that Sushang is a Law of Ascension character, and her current supports are, well, basically all the other Law of Ascension characters. I would, even though like I was trying to sell, create the selling points for her, it's gonna be hard to use her because you're lacking a lot of her key supports and whatnot. But I feel like the next Valken, the next patch, new Astral Ring. So like, technically, the new Astral Ring technically also needs supports, I guess. But like, building off of the new Astral Rings means you set up for other characters of the same Astral Ring or Astral Rings afterwards. So I feel like, investment-wise, that will probably help you in the longer run. So I think my advice to you, probably save for next character's patch. Plus, I feel like the thematics for her hits a bit closer to home, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. I would recommend doing that. Yeah, anyways. Let's get started. I guess, well, I say before, I keep stalling myself. Any predictions for how this is gonna go? I'm really trying to stall out the stream. I don't know why, but I'm really stalling out the stream. But since I decided to post Sushang, the stream is gonna be differently. I said I was gonna get on and start the event, but because I'm pulling Sushang, what I'm probably gonna do is pull her, play her character stuff, and then do some ER runs, and then we'll probably call it a night, considering that the Genshin live stream is tomorrow morning, so I want to get a few more hours of sleep. So what's going to happen instead is we'll probably push the event story to either Friday or Saturday night. A part of me wants to say Saturday night just because Friday is going to be a long day, so I feel like I'm going to be kind of dead by Friday night. Plus, I want to get some stuff done in Destiny because I haven't logged on all week. But yeah. Alright, anyways. Let us go. Alright. I also need to remind myself of the whole polling thing. Like I mentioned before that I finally figured out how to determine if it's an S rank card. I kind of forgot about it for a bit, but now that I'm polling again, I was reminded of it and I'm like, oh man, I'm totally gonna ruin the surprise for me if I remember exactly how it looks like. 72 polls and 47 polls? Well, I hope you're right. Nope, not this one. Well, hey, it's... I was gonna say, that didn't have the thing? Oh my god. Whoa, that was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? Well, I guess this week's gacha luck is certainly been doing me some good. This is a good stream. Good night. Yes, good night. You caught what we were here for. Okay, well my whole plan of tracking the numbers is definitely skewed now, considering that I got her in the first 10 poll, and it was on the discounted poll too. So like, shrug. Okay, well, the numbers are definitely gonna be fudged now. Okay, but I cannot say the same thing about the gear. The gear will always be the things to get me. Top, bottom, mid. Okay, you were already prepared for it. Good. I'll go in the opposite direction, quote unquote. I'll go mid, top, bottom, I guess. Yeah, I know, but obviously, the more I can save, the better. So mid, top, bottom. But of course, we only need 2 of the free because we get the free box. So. Okay, well, you were right on that one. Watch a VB. Okay, well there's one. Uno. And a 2. Another bottom. Okay, well, I guess this is equilibrium working. Balance in all things. Hey, speaking of Susanna, there she is. In a nice little cuddly bear outfit. Alright, well, we got 2 of the 3. So we're technically secured. Now all we can do is hope the weapon comes home a bit sooner. It's your turn, trust fund. My Sushang pulls I get it for free. Bro, you're so close to hitting hard pity that I'm scared that if you drop a tempo you're gonna get her. And then you will not be able to get her gears, and then it's gonna be a technically worse off scenario. Okay, well we got bottom at the very beginning. Surely we'll get the other one at the very end, right? No! We actually got the weapons kinda early. Ah, I was gonna say, if that was mid, that would've been peak. So that took me 40 pulls. So 50 pulls overall. That was pretty nice. And then of course we'll pick mid. Peregrine sword. Okay, I was almost about to click the event and that would have screwed me over. Alright, where is her thing? Why is it over here? Is this alphabetical? I don't know why it's sort of like this. Alright. Mid. Ah, look at all the sweets. Oh, I should clean this afterwards once I get to.
再会の記念として一緒に写真を撮ろう。
Oh, the physics never lie. She still has a... Yeah.
剣の修行は一日にしてならず。まだまだ精進が必要だね。
Alright, let's go and level her up like always. Now, because of how last patch went, we are definitely a lot more strapped on cubes again. But we try and make do. I could always convert. I technically still haven't converted any of my old stigmas, so I technically have more than I think I do. Upgrade. Alright, let's see. Between the two, who has more stuff? You have no affixes. You have 2. Of course, I only have 1 of these. And then between these 3, that one has none. That one has none. That one has 1. Okay, so we still have some cubes left over. Hopefully we can stock up enough for, well, next patch I suppose. Alright, reroll time. We are looking for, I think, just attack. And I guess fist wouldn't hurt, because from what yeah, fist or attack, because there is technically no stat thing for bleed. So you're just looking for things that can give her attack. So she's a fist user. And then the flat attack or a thing matching her typing, which is bio. So this one's not a bad one. Unfortunately, it's a double blue roll, but I suppose it's not too bad. I'll try and do like maybe 2 more rolls and we can call it afterwards. 15.2 fist, but not the other thing. Unfortunate. Alright, 19.6 bio, but the overall sum is not that great, unless I decide to lock it and reroll, but it's not even that high, so I don't even want to reroll it. Is it enough, given that you only buy it for one patch? I don't know, have to calculate. But we can do so afterwards. Okay, so I was only gonna roll once, and then here I am, basically doubling the amount. "19 attack. It is maxed out. I might just take this and lock one. Dude, we're getting a bunch of resists. Oh, bio? Okay, there we go. Not bad. Fine, okay, we need her to get a second thing, and now we reroll both. Bio, 16.3, low endo. Hmm. 19.8 bio, higher. Can we get much higher? 14.6 bio, 50.5 fist user. I mean, it's like it's such an endgame thing. Even technically, it's kind of irrelevant for me. But I just do it just cause. Why not? Hey, there we go. That's a good one. Wait, did I even lock this one? Okay. Alright, let's see. 1.9 attack, 22.1 bio, not bad. I say not bad, but that's actually probably better than what I'm gonna get most of the time. I'll do one more normal one and then I'll lock it in. This is technically a higher attack total. But if I just lock in this one and just reroll it, I would technically get something better. I'll just do that. Okay, well, it's definitely a crappy roll, but we take it. Alright, now we go for skills, and then afterwards we'll go check out the BP to figure out the combo. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that's done, let us figure out the BP stuff. Alright, where do I figure out the total mouse stuff? Is it from here? Nope. I think it's this. Okay. So let's take a look. Base level Vang. Okay, well, how much do we need for Perfect. 20. Okay, so base Vanguard thing. You get only 3. So you would need to save a long time. So that's Vanguard. If you get Knight, that increases to 16. So that would technically only be 2 patches. And then if you do Paladin, does it get you that much more? It gets you a little bit more. You could technically get it in 1 patch. And since patches are longer now, well, it takes longer. So technically Paladin will get you in 1 patch, but if you do Knight, you gotta wait 2 patches. That's how they get you. That's what we all fall for, you know. Aware.
ホワイトノイズはリラックスできるってお姉ちゃんが言ってたよ。
Alright, now that that's done, before we get into the tutorial and all this, well actually I should do the tutorial since I think I am going to use her on one of the bosses. Let's... oh yeah, make sure to do your stuff to get your free elf companion. Very nice. Okay, so time to do the tutorial. From what I understand, her gameplay is not too crazy, but then again, like, Kiana's technically was very simple also, so... I feel like you can't get any more simpler than Kiana. Increase sword force in various ways, which is a bar, and consume it to perform a combo attack. Most of her damage is considered bleed damage. So even though she is technically physical, it's mainly bleed. 4 sequence of basic attacks and gains 1 tier of sword force. And it's hold attack to consume all of it and inflict bleed trauma. Tap weapon to unleash weapon skill, gains 2 tier sword force and inflict bleed traumas. Basic attack, secret sword attack weapon to unleash force pierce you do it twice. Okay, so you can chain into it. Okay, so it glows, and you get a special version of it. Tap weapon skill again to unleash deal damage gain 2. Oh, so you could also do it there. Combo attack tap weapon to unleash swing with wind and rain to inflict bleed trauma. Bro, the way the movements are, it just reminds me of the obvious. Full charge attack. Dude, I just can't. Even with the old Sushang, it's still... Jesus. Truly Mount Taishan right there. She still holds the name true. Okay, when enemies are time slowed or when teammates cast weapon skill or land combo attacks or charge attacks. Okay, well, that's a lot of different things, so no way you can't. Her entry resets and auto cast weapon skill and triggers time action. Oh man, I want to tap it again. Give me the full bar. Okay, so you get a stack and you can also chain into the weapon skill. Definitely pretty. Start out first. Mash the QTE button to increase its damage. This entry also refreshes all cast weapon skills. In enhanced state, mash weapon to cast 3 different things. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Resets all team members switch cooldown and triggers the QTEs.
ついてこられる？道中を楽しむ。心のままに。遅い。速度を上げるよ。ねえ、私を撮ってるの？最高の一枚をお願い。
Alright, basic team cycle. Damn, this is probably the most straightforward set of outbursts I've seen in a hot minute, I feel.
リス賞、ご指導ください。そんなに見つめられても代わりに任務はできないぞ。
Of course they use Durandal when I don't have her. Meh.
我が決意、剣のごとく自由自在。さっそうとこれが星空を一人行くもの。切り札の用意がまだだよ。ほう、星を落ちて安らかに眠れ。星とともに失われた世界に沈むがいい。
Oh, she doesn't even use her charge attack, okay.
急なる栄光。この勢いで虹を立つ。意のままに。自業自得。はっ。天外突破。万兵を切る。我が決ついてこられる？心のままに付き合う。避けてね。スタージャンパー、パワー全開。星を落ちて安らかに眠れ。星とともに失われた世界に沈むがいい。
Yeah, that's why I said don't do it. You don't have the
すべては
you don't have the supports to make
僕の手の
her
中に。全力でいきます。
to make the full use of her.
この勢いで虹を立つ。遅い。速度を上げるよ。どこまでも行けるよ。あれ？
Fairly straightforward.
もう食事の時間？みんなで行こう。
And then start outbursts. Alright. If it's anything like Kiana, start with Sushang, you switch to either Vita or
リス賞、
Durandal,
ご指導く
and
ださい。
then switch back to Sushang and then the other person. I would think, anyways. Now, who's gonna be swapped first, or if she does get repeat choice, who knows? The rotation is probably gonna be different considering they're not using Terry Astral Op, so
オンに切るよ。
I'll just have to fit in an extra Sushang rotation between whoever goes
くらえ。遅い。
next.
受けるがいい。やっはっ。参加せんに自由なり。
Okay, so they do Vita next,
すべては僕の手の中
and
に。
then she ults,
星とともに。
and then I would go back to Sushang again before going to Durandal, but not in this case. Oh no, you still go back to her. You just don't have you just don't have to do the extra attack. But I guess you would do the extra attack here if you have the Terry. A bit of extra damage.
どこへ行くんです？
Wait, why did she not activate her javelins, bro?
この勢いで
This is a troll tutorial. They're assuming you didn't roll for her weapon. That's crazy.
あなたに届け。これはどう？はっ。参加せんに自由なり。 我が決意剣のごとくどこまでもいけるよ。オンに切るよ。もう限界もっと本気を出すよ。せい。
Okay, tapping the attack button during that is definitely not as satisfying as like during roll, I would say. Kiana's was kind of satisfying, but technically you don't need to tap the drum beat, so it's kind of a fake out. Okay, so here you would normally attack to spawn your javelins for the extra damage. Oh, that's not too bad.
ねえ、私を撮ってるの？最高の一枚をお願い。
Alright, and then of course we quote-unquote watch the tutorial video, and then we play her weapon stage. Surprised they don't have any previews for like the outfits and whatnot. I guess they didn't drop any right away. The basic attacks will inflict bleed trauma. Okay, but that's definitely very important. Having the QT button will deal additional damage. Okay, well, who doesn't love additional damage? Oh, I clicked past whatever the other thing said, but at this point, if you're not playing the character without their weapon, then what are you doing? Well, I guess you're enjoying the game at its base core, just the character, you know. Now that's done. Now let's spam some. Well, before we spam, let's do some actual, just legit more arena. Well, this sucks. I don't have her, but I'm probably gonna brute force with the Hersher team just because they're imaginary. And I think this is the one I want to use her for. You don't use her as main DPS to use Kiana. It's fast attack. Well, I mean, kind of wiggle things around. It is part 2. Not that I'm trying to top score anyways, you know, but... No, it's just physical damage boost. Now I see why. Do we have such an advantage? Damn, I cannot do this fight and not think about all these star rail implications now. Or not really star rail implications, but I can't not think of star rail and like think, oh god, how is that gonna go? Okay, he's running out of this. Jesus.
驚く必要はない。空を越えた鳥でも羽ばたき続ける必要がある。このように発展した文明はこのように続く。
Man, I can imagine someone not doing the story and ask what the hell is going on in this fight.
僕は願っている。 その飛翔が千年万年時の果てまで続くことを隠す必要はない。全てを見せもう一度僕に勝つのだ。そうでなければ君たちを待っているのは墜落の。
ありがとう。逃げられないよ。一見必勝。搭載武装ファイヤーコンプレイトリープリペアード反応検索一掃します。火力全開ファイヤー。私の番です。兵は起動なり来なさい。先陣一進。ありがとう。私に任せて。狙ってこの一撃はかなり痛いよ。変化準備。ここが私のホームグラウンド。せいとやよし。時間が流れ始める。ティアナ出撃。コンタクト位置につきました。
その道を阻むものがないよう祈っている。
引力構築疑似ブラックホール。これがブローニャの答えです。
Alright, now time to see how much. Oh! Oh no! How do. Oh no! I can't make a new team. I don't have enough room. Okay, you know what? I think it's time. It's time to replace. Time to make a new bleed team. This used to be on my old bleed team. Funny joke, funny joke, funny joke, funny joke. Nothing's clicking. What else did he use? Use Jovial Deception? Okay. Surely this fits the bill, right? I ain't wrong with this one, right? I should really start using Divine Keys. I could be getting so much more mileage. Maybe that's the reason why I'm D-ranking. I'm not using these. Okay, I don't know how the rotation is going to work for this one, but we'll make it work. Man, I remember the old counter for this boss used to be April Bronya, because she was bio and she was a fast attacker, but she didn't have the bleed part. But I don't think this boss really cared too much about the bleed. Ooh, I probably should. Oh wait, did I kill him? Oh, right. This is technically an old boss, so I guess they never updated him with new mechanics, so he doesn't have like a final stand phase. That felt so awkward. That's probably the closest I've ever scored to technically the top. But still not good enough. Alright, and then... Ooh, Shadow Knight. Like, I see people playing with Felicia. People play... Doo-Doo. Oh, they also play her. Oh, she technically has a stall thing. Not sure, why not? We'll just play all part 2 teams, because why not?
敵を全部倒せばいいんだろ。何かをしないと。私よ。下がりなさい。空中リレー。ダダダダダダダ。やっ。ビュビュビュビュビュ。ヤッホー。いけ。天上天下。この一撃のみ。
Alright, well, 2% as always. Alright, now that that's done, Alicia in Rome. Technically I already did it this week. But we can do some extra runs just to get Sushang up to speed. Plus her I don't think her buffs are in, unless they update Deep Sequence. I don't think they have, but I'm sure it would be fine. Alicia Rome's not as hard as it used to be, so it'll be okay. Alright, so let's see. What playstyle do they recommend for us with her? No, I don't want to use Doo-Doo, and I got you. Okay, Augmented Ascension. Okay, so we're going to be in our Astral Ring state. Okay. I'll probably play one of each anyways, just so I can get all those things for collections, but... I'm guessing this is probably just going to be weapon skill spam when I get into the combo. The question is, do I need to ult? Oh no, I just do this rotation over and over. Okay. And then I get into this, and then I spam all my attacks, and then my Astral Ring will come up by the time the animation finishes. I could ult. Ulting for extra damage doesn't hurt, but I wonder if it's actually necessary. Bruh. I had to play for this animation just because the time stop. Pop, pop. I just hope they bring back Deep Sequence next patch, so we can have her in the rotation. But I don't think. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think I will actually watch the live stream for this patch. But so I won't actually know if they would be bringing it back. But I would guess probably not. Yeah, I think it's faster just to get back into Astral Ring mode than go through the ult animation, even though it is technically free damage. If you really are desperate for the free damage, then by all means go ahead. But I want to save time, so... I kind of wish the spam part in the Astral Ring, you shout out some blades that is a lot more visible. Like, I know slashes happen, but it doesn't feel as good. And then last but not least, the dangerous sequence. Right, quote unquote dangerous, but
リス師匠、ご指導ください。どうしたんだ？テレサも休み？
but I guess while we're just chilling and doing ER, it's time for the just chatting portion of tonight's session. I forgot what time the Genshin live stream is. Is it like 7:30 or something? I honestly don't know anymore because technically the daylight saving stuff has changed, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 8 o'clock now technically. Yeah, I gotta make sure I wake up for that. If there's one stream, I always keep saying this, but if there's always one stream I want to wake up, it's gonna be this one. But man, we've been wanting to eat Mondstadt lore for so long. And especially when it's Albedo, Venti, and Kai on the cover, bro, that's like a triple dessert for madness. It's like the Powerpuff Girls scientist thing. And it's been a while since I've seen Husk in ER. Is it time for him to return to the rotation?
あれ？もう食事の時間？みんなで行こう。
Alright. I understand how her Astral rotation works. Now it's time to figure out how her non-Astral Ring rotation works. Surely I can get away with 2.25. Okay, there's no fist here, so I gotta do this one. Or enemies or damage weapon skills. Okay, good. Outside Stellar Outburst. Okay, we're gonna try the rotation without Stellar Outburst, so we can take that, I guess. Alright. So since we're going physical, do we want her for bleed? Maybe we could do her for bleed for Gatter, right? Does she have a Gatter? No, it says absorb. Maybe if you want regular Bronya. I already forgot what characters you brought with her into the thing. I guess this is technically fine. Okay. I'm guessing Light as Bodhi is going to be a good one, and then we'll run Because of You for the double. Alright. Well, I know which ones to pick out of these. Part 2 has made it so much easier to decipher which ones you actually need to pick. It's either Astral Ring or not Astral Ring. And is indeed 8 AM. Cool! That should be a lot more feasible. Okay, so outside of an augmented state, Phantom Umbrella and all weapon skills deal more damage. Okay, so I just need to figure out what the combo is. Oh, we could pick an Eagle one pretty early. But do I want to? Nah, we'll wait for another run. I'll pass on it. Oh wow, damn. If I knew they were gonna give me both Eagle, I would have picked it. Damn, I got trolled on that one. Alright, now we can get the rest of our signets for this play. Oh my god, that is certainly a thing. I need to pick that one. Add weapon to Frodo Umbrella, doing so restores only one sword, but refishes ultimate evade skill. And then the Frodo Umbrella changes to Phantom Umbrella that no longer turns to user. Oh, so she does have a summonable thing. Each time ultimate skill revision trigger weapon skill. Oh, so I throw my skill, I throw my umbrella out, I dodge, throw another umbrella out, dodge, throw another umbrella out till I reach free, and then I can do my special charge attack. And then I detonate all of them with my charge attack, and then I do the same thing over and over. That's an interesting playstyle. We'll see how that works. You told me that yesterday too. It feels weird playing a volleyball thing. Okay, so we don't need Kevin. Okay, so we'll take discipline. Or we could always throw in a cheeky ult, but I think both playstyles don't need it. Okay. Okay, so I'll throw an umbrella, I dodge. Throw an umbrella, dodge. Throw another umbrella. And then throw an umbrella, dodge. Throw another umbrella. And then I get a special attack, so I dunk on him. Oh, so I just tap weapon skill. So I do a really fast dunk once I throw out all 3 umbrellas. 2, third umbrella, and then I dunk. Okay, it's certainly less animations. I might prefer this. I might prefer this. It's certainly a faster animation cycle. I wonder if Mobius would be good for her, since she keeps summoning umbrellas. Like what, you run Su, you run Vilvi, which makes sense because you get high hit counts and spam weapon skill. Sakura would be good because you're dodging ultimate evasion, and then Mobius would be your extra, I think. Yeah, you told me yesterday that you were doing Bellabog quest. It was yesterday or the day before. It was one of the 2 previous streams. Oh, of course both of these suck. They're both doing things I do. Oh, Bellabog Industries. Oh. Okay, I see what you mean now. God. I guess that doesn't really matter because I'm not spamming ults, but I'll pick it up just to see if I can get an early thing. SP, attack speed. Oh man, there's so many good things from this rotation. I totally could have gone for something more. Su, we still technically don't have his next thing for. If he shows up here, I'll. Okay, well he didn't show up here. Okay, we'll get Vilvi's thing. Bum, 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 bum.
ご指導ください。当たらないよ。自由自在切片ばっか。心の遅い。お腹が空いたの？切片ばっか。心のままに目が回るでしょ。切片ばっか。自由自在心の隙あり。我が決意。自由自在切片ばっか。心のままに遅い。はっ。自由自在。安心して問題はいずれ片付けられる少なくとも奴は私
Does that still count as a combo charge attack since I'm depleting my thing? Well, the other ones are kind of useless, so I'll hope so. Ooh, yes, there's the combo hits. Ooh, but I could just get Sakura right now. Oh, but I only have 2 of his things. I actually want a lot of his base core stuff, so you know.
リッス賞ご指導ください。お腹が空いたの？自由自在心のままに切片ばっか。隙あり。心のままに自由自在切片ばっか。遅い。当たらないよ。自由自在目が回るでしょ。心のままに自由自在心のままに遅い。自由自在切片ばっか心のままに隙あり。お腹が空いたの？切片ばっか目が回るでしょ。
There's so many things happening. The particle effects go brrrr.
来訪者、これは君への贈り物だ。礼はいらない。
Okay, I need 1 damage boosting option. And then, sure, I'll take the other one. And I think they use Su 1 in the trial, so I'll just take that. Ooh, we can go get who has Nexus, because, you know, they're not gonna hit me.
リッス賞ご指導ください。お腹が空いたの？ 自由自在心のままに遅い切片ばっか自由自在心のままに
Okay, this is gonna be a bit rough considering my element doesn't match, but you know what?
切片ばっか遅い
I don't know why I'm still having PTSD of like old Elysian Realm era. We're no longer fighting for our lives. We're OP now.
心のままに自由自在好きありの切片ばっか心のままに自由自在目が回るでしょは切片ばっか自由自在心の好きあり自由自在切片ばっか心のままに遅いは切片ばっか自由自在
Okay, Eden's thing is not as great as it seems. I might need to look at Sue's, I'm gonna guess.
目が回るでしょ切片ばっか心のままに切片付き合い自由自在切片ばっか
Hearing the same voice lines over and over again, it's reminding me of Sparkle's scenario. Back when I played her a lot in ER, it's gonna drive me insane at one point, but I don't think it'll be as bad. We got Vil V. Do we have enough for Eden? No, we don't. There might be a chance I might get Mobius. Sure, why not? We'll gamble on it. Just to see if the early effects do work.
ミス賞ご指導くださいお腹が空いたの切片ばっか心のままに遅い自由自在
Now why are
切片ばっか心のままに付き合い
well, I was gonna ask why are there so many mech enemies, but because there's less counters for buy or less enemies that bios are good against.
心のままに
Of course, they're gonna throw out all the mechs.
遅い自由自在切片ばっか心のままに付き合いの自由自在切片ばっか自由自在遅いは心のままに切片ばっか心のままに付き合いの切片ばっか心のままに切片遅いお腹が空いたの進化というのは完璧じゃない過去の
Challenge your new code. Oh, speaking of which, I never put in the other code the code I gave you. I need to do that.
心のままに切片ばっか自由自在付き合い心のままに自由自在心の目が回るでしょ当たらないよは切片ばっか心のままに付き合い
因果を受け入れた人にだけ未来の扉が開かれる。
Alright. Yeah, Mobius. There we go. Could get Griseo, but I want to see if Mobius is playing stacks. If I see the number maintaining or go up, that means it works. Which means possible alternative if we get some bad
ご指
rolls.
導くださいお腹が空いたの切片ばっか心目が回るでしょ当たらないよ心のままに切片ばっか付き合い心のままに切片ばっか自由遅いお腹が空いたの自由当たらないよ
Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention it, but by the assumption that you can see me using Sue, you can also tell that she's very good at generating high hit counts, which is another gimmick of her kit.
自由遅い切片ばっか自由自在心の目が回るでしょ当たらないよは自由自在切片ばっか付き合いの自由自在切片ばっか自由自在目が回るでしょは心のままに死を
Alright, moment of truth. Well, I say moment of truth, but we still need to get to the boss first, I guess, before we can say anything more. And now that I'm playing this style, a part of me doesn't want to play Astral Ring just because it's gonna just take longer, animation wise. But you know what? It'll be fun. Okay. Let's see, which one's Sue? It's this one, right? Valkyrie and movement speed. It then causes mass HP loss for all enemies based on the damage felt down. Or every 150 combo hits. Oh yeah, we definitely want that one. Yes, sir. I'm betting everything that she works with Mobius. Okay, I don't see a number. I'm gonna guess that's a no. Even though it feels like a summon entity, but I guess it doesn't count in this case. I guess technically you could check her kit profile and it probably tells you whether or not it's a summon entity, but I was really hoping. Also, I need to check who's the other character that runs with Snowy Sniper, because it's definitely not Grizzio, and I guess it's fine, but I want to see what they recommend. Or I could always just go and check the Rentry guide for all my ER needs. Man, there's a lot of things I need to do after this ER run, so hopefully I remember them all. No, wrong. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We just get out of the rotation very quick. Alright, okay, let me quickly level her up a bit. Do one more run with her other playstyle after I check out the rest of the stuff. Okay, so first things first. Code. Okay, so you told me Chow and Chu. Ooh, yes, we love our tickets. And then the extra code, which is CCAZRD01. I don't even know where that code came from, but we love the internet. There was that. What was the other thing I needed to check? Oh, it was ER thing. It was who was the support they ran with her. Power sequence. Oh god. I hate that I can't scroll and then doing this makes it nauseous. Oh, of course Astrologos. Why would I not think of that? It's either Other Bronny or Astrologos. Okay, so we run the same thing, but we switch you with Astrologos. Sure, let me pull up Rentry. Let's see if what they recommend. I can probably guess what it is. I just want to see if it differs too that much. Probably doesn't. I should probably pin this onto my favorited. Okay. Honkai Impact for ER guys. And it has Kiana's face as the picture. You know what? That's beautiful. You're beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look. Do they have it updated yet? Oh, they haven't made 8.2 yet. Okay, well, I lied. Woohoo! Okay, but it's fine. I kind of get the gist of how it feels. It's always going to be soon no matter what. Still hitting a lot.
リス師匠ご指導ください。お腹すいた。エリシアからのアドバイス。もしセンゴンに出会ったら彼についてこられる？
Did I not click light? Light combat. Start.
リス師匠ご指導ください。お前何じっと見てるんだ。オイラは非常食じゃないぞ。釣りはきな。
Fast attack. No, well, I don't need Setsun anymore. I'm not playing this style. Ah, screw it, whatever. Bodhi. Bodhi. More Bodhi. Money is always nice. Then we get the rest of the buffs on Olivia and Augmented. And Augmented.
どこまでも行けるよ。
Sure, why not? Stacking soon never hurts.
リス師匠ご指導ください。どうしたの？ついてよ。そんなもう限界。もっと本気を出すよ。せい。隙あり。風のごとく。はあはっ。我が決意。剣のごとく。どこまでもいけるよ。当たらないよ。それ。テレサも休み？もう限界。もっと本気を出すよ。せい。目が回るでしょ。受けるがいい。やっテレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。覚悟して。隙あり。風のごとく。はあはっ。
幾千
Still hate that the coins don't get instantly just put into your total, because there are some days where I'm impatient as heck and I just miss the coins. Unless you actually can just continue and the animation's just there to, you know, be animations. Okay, let's see. Who else do we want? Sylvie, I guess. Sylvie's the only other one I can distinctly remember.
ついてこられる？用を引き
Counter
するには
ultimate combo
風の
hits.
力に頼らないと。
Counters, not too bad.
ミス賞ご指導ください。テレサも休み？隙をついて一撃必中。くらえ。隙あり。風のごとく。はあ。テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。
Oh yeah, there's all the Psy enemies getting death summoned.
見切った。一緒に絵を描こう。そうすれば。
Ah. Ooh. How many Grizzlies do I have? If I have 10 versus Corsair. Okay, Corsair, sure.
ミス賞ご指導ください。よっ、テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。覚悟して。遅い。風のごとく。はあ。テレサも休み？もう限界。もっと本気を出すよ。せい。隙あり。見切った。はっはっ。あなた。
I can't tell if I ever triggered my dodge. I don't think I did. So I'm just gonna play safe and skip Sakura for this one. If I had to fist fight any round battle suit in a life or death situation, I would probably pick the battle suit that can kill me the fastest because I in no way want to hurt any of the Valkyries. My life will be forfeit. テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。覚悟して。目が回るでしょ。受けるがいい。やっはっ。自由自在。テレサも休み？But what would be the coolest way to go out? 覚悟して。隙あり。見切った。テレサも休み？もう限界。もっと本気を出すよ。せい。I don't know. A part of me would not mind just being blasted away by Kiana's finger gun. It would be poetic. Miss 賞、ご指導ください。テレサも休み？もう限界。もっと本気を出すよ。せい。遅い。風のごとく。はあ。せい。テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。 Oh my god, we're just racking up the hits. I just hear it going off in the background.
テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。覚悟して。隙あり。風のごとく。はあ。お腹が空いたの？
Here, let me just try and ult, see if...
雨をいとわず。テレサも休み？
Imagine like the ult was a crucial part of the kit and I just never fucked with it.
遅い。受けるがいい。やっ。長い旅の中においてあなたは一人じゃありません。
Oh, have I finished OV yet? Need one for Eden. One more for Fuha. Oh my god, we have not finished Vilvi at all. Okay, we need to focus on that.
リス賞ご指導ください。どうしたの？テレサも休み？隙をついて一撃必中。くらえ。遅い。受けるがいい。やっ。
Okay, that floor got decimated much faster.
私から得た武器は
Alright, Vilvi. Sorry for taking so long.
リス賞ご指導ください。テレサも休み？隙をついて一撃必中。くらえ。目が回るでしょ。風のごとく。はあはっ。せい。天外ドッポ。万兵を切る。テレサも休み？隙をついて一撃必中。くらえ。遅い。受けるがいい。やっ。テレサも休み？この一撃は痛いからね。覚悟して。隙あり。風のごとく。はあはっ。我が決意剣のごとく。テレサも休み？
Oh god, not the mech enemies. This is gonna take a while.
ついて一撃必中。くらえ。目が回るでしょ。受けるがいい。やっ。安心して。問題はいずれ。リス賞ご指導ください。どこ？
We are missing a lot of goods and nuts, so this run is definitely scuffed. Like Fuha, we never got to max out. Eh. Yeah, we didn't get to finish Eden. We didn't get to finish Fuhua or Eponia's. Or Pardos. Oh god. Yeah, we definitely lost a lot of damage potential. So Astral Ring could technically be stronger for all I know, but the Luckless run was not it.
もう限界もっと本気を出すよせい隙あり風のごとくはっ参加千里自由なりテレサも休みもう限界もっと本気を出すよせい遅い握ったはっテレサも休みもう限界もっと本気を出すよせい隙あり受けるがいいやっ我が決意剣のごとく
Oh my god, these sound effects. I wonder how long this one took. I don't even remember how the first one took, but
リス賞ご指導くださいテレサも休みこの一撃は痛いからね覚悟して目が回るでしょ風のごとくはっはっテレサも休みもう限界もっと本気を出すよせい遅い握ったはっ参加千里自由なり
ooh, that's a nice finish. And we got some nice leg there. What?
すっごく楽しかったよあんたは
Damn, that felt a lot longer than whatever that time stayed. Alright, fully upgraded and ready to rock for next week. And we got the collections. Give me, give me. Alright, well normally I will put Sushang here, but I'm still working on Kiana, so... Still got a little while. Probably switch Sushang partway for the patch, and then maybe we might have a chance of completing her thing before the patch ends. But yeah. Anyways, I guess it's on. Damn, it's only been 1 hour 30 minutes. It felt longer, but then again, I did start late. But yeah. Anyways, I was about to say sorry for the short stream, but it's not the shortest I've ever had. But yeah, we'll be back in a few hours. Aware. For the Genshin Impact live stream, yes. And then we'll probably be back Saturday, more likely Saturday than Sunday for to start the event stuff. I want to probably say Saturday because at least I'll start before Act 2 drops, surely, for this. But yeah, alright. I hope you have a good night. The fatigue is starting to hit me now too, so good timing I guess. Alright. In the case that I don't somehow wake up, despite the timing being a bit more generous, you could probably expect me to rewatch the stream probably at noon or something. We'll try and not make that happen.